Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Friday, August 14th, 2026. The suspect in a murder case returned to court yesterday amidst a second court case pending from his time while incarcerated. Here is reporter Adeline J. Wells with an update from court.
Nicholas Lee returned to court yesterday morning for an early disposition hearing before Judge Sarah Oliver. Lee is the suspect in a December shooting that resulted in the death of Michael Ramos Jr., a teenager from Yucca Valley. San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies responded to a call of a shooting at a party on the evening of December 21st, 2025. Upon arriving at the scene, they found Ramos suffering from a critical gunshot wound. On December 26th, Ramos was taken off life support and died from his injuries at Desert Regional Medical Center in Palm Springs. District Attorney Joseph Walsh represented the prosecution, and Attorney Antonio Bestard represented the conflict panel for Lee, who is in custody. A conflict panel is a group of private practice attorneys assigned when a conflict of interest exists between a defendant and the public defender's office. Judge Oliver began court by addressing friends and family of both Lee and Ramos and stressing the need for composure throughout the legal proceedings. She said, quote, "It's my duty to protect the defendant's due process right to a fair and public jury trial, to make sure that proceedings are fair throughout. It's also my duty under our Constitution to protect victims' rights, and to that I do extend it to the families and loved ones of the deceased. They have a right to be present. Also, the press has a right to be present and report on every hearing. I always grant them access because I think transparency is the most important part of our justice system. In order to ensure that everyone's rights are protected, it is critical that I maintain decorum and everyone follows the rules of the court." Bestard told the court that the defense was reviewing DNA results as part of discovery and requested an extension of the hearing. Judge Oliver scheduled an early disposition hearing for October 1st and noted that Lee has another criminal case pending in San Bernardino, which would, for the time being, remain in that district. The district attorney filed charges alleging that on June 6th, Lee and 3 other defendants attempted to murder another inmate at the Central Detention Center. Lee is charged with attempted murder with the enhancement of inflicting great bodily injury. Lee has additional charges stemming from Los Angeles County with a U.S. Marshal hold. Before adjourning, Judge Oliver asked the roughly 20 family members and friends of the victim if anyone would like to address the court. While no one did so, she reasserted that loved ones are welcome to attend hearings in person or electronically. Nicholas Lee is charged with 1 count of murder and 1 count of attempted murder related to a second victim in the Joshua Tree District case. He is currently held at the San Bernardino County Central Detention Center on $2,500,000 bail. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Adeline J. Wells.
A 29 Palms landlord was arrested after allegedly assaulting and threatening his tenant. On Sunday, San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies say they responded to a home in 29 Palms regarding an assault. Deputies say that the victim was assaulted with a weapon by their landlord. The victim reported receiving threatening text messages from the landlord as well. Deputies identified the suspect as Henry Shackle, a 61-year-old resident of 29 Palms. Deputies say they were able to locate Shackle using information from an automated license plate reader. They contacted him at around 11:15 p.m. on Sunday near the intersection of Adobe Road and Indian Trail in 29 Palms, and he was taken into custody. Henry Shackle was arrested on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon and making criminal threats. He was booked into the Morongo Basin Jail and has since been released on bail. Tonight at Corner 62 in 29 Palms, Area 29 Galactic Gathering will feature a reading by P.O. Box Outer Space, an annual anthology featuring open letters to the beyond, edited and published by a local novelist, Jardine Libert. Reporter Gabriel Hart spoke to Libert about the origins of P.O. Box Outer Space and some of the more unexpected themes she's seen among her contributors.
With our first issue in 2023, P.O. Box Outer Space started out as a collection of love letters to aliens, but has since evolved to open letters to the beyond. When describing what drove them to start P.O. Box Outer Space, co-founder Jardine Libert said her interest comes from the conscious intersection of inner and outer space, while her co-founder Jennifer Prediger claims to have had real sightings of UFOs.
I think Jennifer Prediger, who's the other founder of this magazine, was always interested in UFOs and has had sightings before. I'm probably more on the side of curiosity and wanting to hear about people's stories, but I haven't had that experience yet. And she thought being out here, so many people had so many insightful, creative, beautiful ways of talking about whatever is beyond this reality, whether it be space beings or something else, that we should start some kind of a magazine for it. And from being partly about space creatures and UFOs, it opened into anything beyond this known physical reality. So quantum physics or the afterlife or consciousness, from science to love. We're interested in all of those things that are beyond.
With their mission statement broadened, LeBaire spoke to some of the more unexpected responses to their prompt of beyond.
The way people have been talking about what happens when someone passes or dies has been more common than we expected and so interesting, whether it's treated, with grief and in a solemn way, or occasionally we'll get something that's more whimsical and mischievous. I think so many of us don't practice more conventional religions anymore. And so everyone is having conversations about where we go, where we came from, the things that religion used to answer and ask. We're now kind of having conversations that have more to do with science or stars or astrology.
With 3 issues to date, LeBaire hopes to release issues 4 and 5 simultaneously sometime in September. The P.O. Box Outer Space reading at Corner 62 and 29 Palms will feature Ruth Nolan, Liz Stevens, Camille Madere, Helen Kay, and Rachel Reed Wilkie. The event starts at 6 p.m. tonight and includes a live theremin performance by Rocky Angel and more. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Gabriel Hart.
And finally, they call it the dog days of summer, but you can make every day a dog day by adopting a new best friend from one local animal shelter. Palms-n-Paws Animal Shelter in 29 Palms has extended its Dog Days of Summer low-cost adoption event, giving local families the opportunity to welcome a new four-legged companion into their homes. During this special event, adoption fees will be reduced to just $29. Dogs of all ages, sizes, and personalities will be available for adoption, from energetic puppies to calm, affectionate adult dogs ready for a second chance. All adoptable pets have received age-appropriate vaccinations, been spayed or neutered, microchipped, and will be provided city license if the dog will live in the city of 29 Palms. Adopting a dog changed my life for the better, and if you've ever considered bringing a dog or cat into your home, right now is the perfect time to do it. The Dog Days of Summer event has been extended through August 25th, 6799. The Palms-n-Paws Animal Shelter is open Tuesday through Friday, noon to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The shelter is located at 7086 Bullion Avenue in 29 Palms. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.